Hi, Reebal. Good evening. How are you doing?
Hi, Assalamualaikum, Omar. Good. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you. I'm good.
Wonderful. And congratulations on passing your PMP exam. How are you feeling?
I feel incredibly, it's rewarding and I feel great. Thank you so much. And your content, the videos and the lectures. So actually it was great. The overall experience was actually great. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I was noticing you. You were like moving slowly, slowly, steadily, and suddenly you told me you passed the exam.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. First of all, thank you, Reebal, for the time for this lesson learned session. This would be very helpful for anyone who would be watching. So let's
Sure,
talk
sure.
about your overall exam preparation journey. So how much total time you spent in the entire preparation process?
If you remember our classes, they were in January, if you remember. But my exam preparation was for 1 month, March actually. The February I didn't study at all. Okay, so unfortunately, but my exam preparation was for 1 month, and I think I appeared for the exam. I think in the 5th of April. Yeah, 5th of April.
All right, so roughly 30 days you spent. And if I ask you
30 days.
what was your daily study routine, how many hours you allocated for studies?
That's a trick question actually, but not ours, I would say, but I would say the number of practice MCQs. So I had a routine of practicing 50 to 60 MCQs daily. So, okay,
Ab-
so, but
Absolutely.
yeah, that was it.
All right, all right. So wonderful. So if I say if somebody could manage 2 hours on daily basis and they study for 30 days, that's more than enough time to prepare
More
for
than
PMP
enough,
exam.
more than enough, uh, given your videos, your MCQs, then it's more than enough.
All right, all right. My
Okay.
next question is, my next question is what resources you used for the preparation?
Resources. I skimmed through your videos, the lecture videos, probably 2, 3 times. Okay. I practiced the MCQs. I referred to some reference material on YouTube, basically. So it was like a mix of two, three sources, I would say, mostly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Another tip for students is that stick to a few resources. Don't collect so many
Yeah.
study books
Yes.
and notes and questions and videos and everything. Don't go everywhere. Shortlist a few of resources and just stick to them, right? What I suggest is if somebody is taking my course, take my course, take your own notes during the classes or use my notes and then solve mock tests. That's it. You don't need anything else to prepare for the exam, but for knowledge purposes, if you want to read something, that's perfectly fine. Perfect. So,
Agreed.
Rebel, how many questions you solved for the exam preparation?
Oh, okay. So I think the total number of questions are actually quite a lot. I think I practiced about 3,000 questions. Okay, so it was like, yeah, around that number, that figure, which is,
All
I know
right, a
it's
lot.
quite a lot,
Yeah,
but again,
yeah,
yeah, I
it's a
did that.
lot. But if somebody could manage roughly around 1,000 questions, those are more than enough, right? I do provide a lot of questions. Like I have two different types of questions, 1,500 questions that we were using
Yes,
previously. Now we have just updated. We have developed exam simulator, and on the simulator we added 1,500 plus questions. So yes, but if one could solve around 1,000, more than enough. So Rebel, what was your average score in those mock tests?
average score was in the mock exam was clearly it was more than 75%. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Absolutely. So if
75%. Yeah.
uh yeah, if you get more than 70% in the mock test, means you are
Mm.
on the right track. Just go and take the exam. Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your exam. What was the distribution or composition of exam in terms of methodologies? Like how many questions or percentage of questions were from waterfall, agile, and hybrid?
Just a one-liner, I would say, answer. The majority were actually waterfall was there were some waterfall, the majority agile, clearly majority agile.
All right.
Scenario-based is questions. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So PMI says roughly 50% of your exam would be waterfall and remaining would be combination of hybrid and waterfall. Sorry, 50% is agile and
Yeah, agile. Yes. Yes.
remaining is combination of hybrid and waterfall. Perfect. Okay, did you
Yes.
see any question where you had to do mathematical calculations?
No. Thankfully, no.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of people, they are afraid of mathematics. Don't worry about it. PMI
No.
exams these days do not test your memory, and you need not to memorize those formulas, and hardly you'll see any question on mathematics or calculation. Maybe you see a couple of questions on earned value analysis, but those are very simple and easy
Yes.
questions.
Just strictly actually focusing on concepts, you know.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No memorization, only conceptual clarity. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Reebal, could you please shortlist some of the topics for the students which are really important for the exam?
Uh, Shortlist some of the topics. Okay. So, I would say you need to understand well, it's not exactly to shortlist actually. I think you should keep a balance. Okay. So I did everything, but everything which you actually told us in the lectures. So I maintained a balance overall. So,
Uh,
I cannot like specifically tell the topic. I'll be honest
yeah,
with you. Uh,
absolutely. So in my course, I already emphasized on those topics which are really important for the exam. For
yeah.
example, there
So,
are four to five important topics which I highlight in my course. First is your communications and stakeholders, very important for your exam. Second topic is project scope management, specifically in the context of agile approach. Third, risk management. And fourth, leadership or leading project management team. These four are critical project topics for your exam. Do not
yes.
skip any of these. You'll see a lot of exam content from these sections. Okay, perfect. Rebal, what was the most challenging part in the entire preparation process?
Okay. So when you say challenging, it was not the course itself, it was the time management for me. Okay. So I used to time myself for every practice actually, paper exam. And even in the main exam, by the time I was done, I still had I think around 5-6 minutes left. So I think uh, basically on the paper day, exam day, there is the pressure and time management. Basically, you need to keep in check, these two things.
Absolutely. In my experience, there are two reasons people fail the PMP exam. One, they don't prepare. And second, they are not able to manage time during the exam. So time
Yeah.
management is really, really important. One tip how
Yes.
you can manage time, do timed quizzes. When you do your practice, make sure you are using a timer and you make sure you solve question on average in 77 seconds. That's the time you will be having in the exam. So yes, do timed quizzes. That's really important.
Yes, I
Perfect.
used to do that every day actually. Time myself.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Yes.
So Rebel, were you confident during the exam that you're going to pass the exam?
I was actually. I won't lie. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
The reason is because of my practice, So I was actually pretty confident. The questions actually, the ones you gave, they were challenging, Amar. You okay? They were not easy. Yeah.
yeah.
So after that, the exam was actually I was the easy part for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Almost all the students, those who have tried my simulator, they're saying these simulator questions are really tough and they are tougher than real exam. And we have intentionally made them tougher. If you go through these questions, then exam would be a piece of cake for you. So they are
That is so
intentionally made
true.
like that.
Yeah,
So
that is so
yes,
true.
absolutely. If anybody wants to prepare for the exam, do check the simulator. I'll provide the link in the description and solve those questions. And if you get more than 60%, 65% marks in those simulator questions, go ahead, take the exam. I guarantee you, you're going to pass the exam. Perfect.
The target is 70%, not 60%.
70%. Perfect. Okay, Reebal, any advice for somebody who wants to prepare for the PMP exam, who is thinking to prepare for PMP exam? How would you advise them?
How would you advise? Well, I would say that the time management is, key. If you know what to study, that is okay. You will learn that. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's time management. Even on the paper day, exam day, and even for the practice questions, you need to time yourself. Okay, because if you don't, I'm telling you, it's not a very easy paper. Okay, so yeah, just time yourself and uh, keep on learning. I guess you will do it. Follow
Absolutely.
Mars lectures. I think they're more than enough.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Reebal. Yes, absolutely. Prepare well, stay consistent, and do as
Yeah.
many mock questions as you can.
Yes.
Because when you solve mock test, each question helps you learn a new concept. So yes, stick to that. And if you
Yes.
get 70% in the mock test, go ahead and take the exam. Reebal, thank you so much. I really found you very consistent, right?
Thank you so much.
And super dedicated. This is what I require from my student. If somebody is dedicated, and if you stay consistent for at least a month, and if you give me 2 hours a day, you're going to pass the exam. This exam is
Yeah.
not challenging if you stay consistent. So be like
If
Reebal. Yeah. Be like Reebal, spend 30 days, stay consistent, and pass the exam. Reebal, thank you so much for this
Thank you so much,
lesson
Amar.
learned
Thank
session.
you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for the time for this lesson learned. This would be really helpful for anybody who would be watching. And I wish you best of luck in your career. And once again, many congratulations on passing the PMP exam.
Thank you so much, Amar. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so
You're
much for having
welcome.
me.
Take good care of yourself. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Take care.